जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ 8th level. Today we shall discuss the reasons for the decline of the Mughal Empire. So there are many reasons why the Mughal Empire declined. The decline was gradual, and although some historians blame Aurangzeb for showing the seeds of decline, but it will be obvious when we shall go through from the content that the real answer to the question is that a number of factors combined to bring about the fall of one of Asia's most famous dynasties. But yes, to some extent it is true, and we shall discuss that how Aurangzeb is called that he sown the seed of decline of Mughal Empire. So ruler Aurangzeb reimposed tax on Hindus. All Mughal rulers were Muslims. Second, Marathas, warriors from West India, revolted. Aurangzeb's policies led to political and religious discontent. Then March 3rd, 1707, Aurangzeb died, causing the breakup process. And then Bahadur Shah too was last Mughal emperor, and he was deposed by Britain in the mid 1800s. Now we shall discuss that who were the Aurangzeb's successors. His successors were weak basically, and incompetent to take control of the entire empire, and then most of them found pleasure in lavish lives. We had discussed already. They did not bother the stability of the state. This created weakness that led to the decline of the once strong and stable empire. Then there was no law that defined the process of succession in the Mughal Empire. Whosoever was in power, like the survival of the fittest, was there to some extent. And oftentimes the death of a king resulted into wars, because 4, 5, 6 brothers are there and they are going to fight for the throne. So definitely this type of instability or instability occurred because of these factors. Then to some extent we can say that Aurangzeb's responsibilities, if we will discuss that, he was weak in that regard, that was largely responsible for the downfall of the Mughal Empire, and he was unable to tolerate those who were non-Muslim in his empire. We had discussed this point. He introduced oppressive laws like the introduction of jizya, and then he also imposed a total ban on celebration of Hindu festivals. He thus lost the trust and friendship with the Rajputs, and he was executed. He executed Sikh Guru as well. So all these points we had discussed. Now the first point that we can say that the reason behind that downfall was the nature of the empire. So it causes the fall of Mughal Empire. There were the wrong policies of King Akbar as well, not only Aurangzeb. King Akbar's policies were wrong: lack of scientific education, lack of naval forces, and that huge empire was there. We had discussed its map as well. 580 states were there, and it was difficult to handle these states. And then the arrival of British, it was a major problem for the Mughal Empire to stabilize itself. And then the consequences, basically the consequences means that the decline military expertise and player seeking, and then weak control. And if you will have a look on this map, so the Mughal Empire in 1605 was this, and then it was increased in 1707. Huge empire was there, which we have already discussed. And then the reasons, as we are discussing, though, so the Mughal Empire grew weak by 1700 as kings spent too much money on palaces and war. We discussed Taj Mahal, and then one mosque that just for their own sake, the mosque was built, but it was too costly and too lavishly. Palaces were there. And then in addition, the large population of Hindus in India began to revolt against their Muslim rulers, and then Great Britain took advantage of this weakness, conquered India, and removed the last Mughal emperor from power in 1858. Thank you.